What's up guys, thank you for checking out this brand new guitar tutorial. In this lesson we're going to be looking at how you play Driving License by Olivia Rodrigo on the acoustic guitar. Now this is a really nice song to play. The original is actually played on the keys, but we've obviously transposed it onto the guitar. It's very simple to play. We do need a capo on the 3rd fret of the net, and we've done that because it's as beginner friendly as possible, and you need to know a handful of chords. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. Got loads of videos coming out soon, and there's loads in the back catalogue as well. If this video helps you out, or if you've got any questions, please hit that like button and leave us a comment below if you've got any questions about this specific video. Right, let's dive in and see how we play this song. Okay, so here we are zoomed into the neck of the guitar, and like I say, we've got a capo on the 3rd fret of the neck. And this song is based around the G major chord, and when I'm talking about G major, I'm talking about the capo, and I'm talking about relative from the capo. So all my fingering positions will be relative from the capo. So it would be treat the capo as fret number 0. So fret 1 would be 1 fret up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're talking about the G major shape in the open first position. So there's a bit of finger picking. You can strum it, but to make it sound similar to the record, we're going to be using our fingers for this. So we've got this to start with. So you'll hear throughout there's a familiar theme of that G ringing out all the way through. Even when the chords change slightly in that first position, that G is still ringing out, and that's really important to get that sound that was created on the piano. So let's have a look at this G major chord to start with. And it's not a full G major chord, it's not all fingers pushed down onto the frets, it's actually only 2 fingers. So I've got my 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the neck, so 3 up from the capo, 1, 2, 3. And I've got my 2nd finger there, and it's on the 6th string. And then I've got my 3rd finger on fret number 3, string number 2. So these are the 2 notes, this one and this one. That's all I'm going to need for this first chord. So we've got this. In actual fact, thinking about it, I keep that 3rd finger there just as a safety net, just in case I pluck the B string by accident. You don't actually need that 3rd finger. You just have 1 finger if you want to keep it as simple as possible, and that's the 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, because all we're doing is this. So what I'm doing with my right hand here is that I'm plucking the 6th and the 3rd string together, and then I'm plucking the 4th string with my with my 1st finger. So I'm going, and then back to the 3rd string with my 3rd finger, or 2nd finger, that should be 2nd finger. So I'm going, and I'm rocking between the 4th string and the 3rd string. So let's speed it up a little bit. And I'm plucking that top thick string, that E string, every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then to get that next chord, it's an E minor, but again, you don't have to play the E minor chord. You can actually do this completely open strings with the capo, and we're plucking the top E string, string number 6, and string number 3 together. And it's the same action with 4 and 3, so I'm going. So those 2 together. And then open strings. And then I'm putting my 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string this time to get that C position, but I'm just again putting the 1 finger down. Same plucking, apart from the 5th and the 3rd are put together this time. So I'm going. And then I'm going back to the G, the first chord. Now you want to make sure that you're adding a few dynamics into this, so that G is ringing out all the time, and it's more prominent than the 4th string, so you can actually pluck a little bit harder with that G. Than the open strings. Into that C. Back to the G. And then we're going to move on to the bridge section, which is basically C back to the G, and I'm actually playing half the C chord. I'm playing, my second finger is on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and then my 3rd finger is on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, and I'm going. And that note there is just an open B string, string number 2. And then back to the G. And then we go back to the C there. And then we've got a bit of a transition back into the verse section, which is basically. So I'm going E minor, and then I'm taking my 2nd finger off, and I'm putting it on the 6th string of the 2nd fret. So it's like a run up, and then I'm playing the G, and then that chord there is basically just 2nd finger, 2nd fret of the 5th string, same plucking again, and then to the C, so it's a. And then we're back into the verse. So E minor, E minor with the E minor with the F sharp on the 6th string, G major, and then we've got the B, which is, well, it's not actually a B because of the capo, but it's 2 frets up on the 5th string, back to the C, and then we hold on to that C, back into the G. So all of that put together should sound like this. And then let's go to that next section. And again, you can play around with that. You don't have to play it exactly like that. You can actually play the chords, straight chords if you want. You can just do it strumming, which is. Completely up to you. If you want to make it a bit more authentic and make it sound like the record, then you obviously need to pluck. If you want to keep it basic and just sing along to the track, you can just do it by strumming. It's as simple as that. We're just going to have a quick look at the middle 8 section now, which appears about 3 minutes into the actual track. So it comes out of the chorus. And then we've got doing there is we're rocking between two chords. We've got an E minor, and I'm bringing it up dynamically because in the song it builds up. So I'm introducing just some strumming pattern here, just a very basic strumming pattern. So E minor, we've got second finger, second fret, fifth string, third finger on the second fret of the fourth string, beg pardon, and I'm just going. And then I'm going back to a G. Except I'm playing my G slightly different. I'm putting my first finger on the second fret of the third string, and then my second finger on the third fret of the sixth string, and I'm playing all 6 strings. So. So that's a very simple sort of bridge section based around those 2 chords. Very simple to play. You can pluck them if you want to do that, like this. But I prefer to add dynamics and bring it up and actually introduce a strumming pattern there. So that's the bridge section. If you've got any questions or recommendations or anything to do with this video, please put them in the comments section below. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have got. Right then, so that's the way to play it. What I recommend more than anything is that you play along with the track, and that is what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to play along with the track on YouTube. So just give me a second. Here we go.
License last week, just like we always talked about, 'cause you were so excited for me to finally drive up to your house. But today I drove through the suburbs crying because you weren't around. And you're probably with that blonde girl who always made me doubt. She's so much older than me. She's everything I'm insecure about. Yet today I drove through the suburbs. 'Cause how could I ever love someone else? And I know we weren't perfect, but I've never felt this way for no one. And I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone. Guess you didn't mean what you wrote, and that's all about me. 'Cause you said forever, now I drive